Hi, and welcome back to the 15-day challenge. My name is Kaylin. I cannot believe it. We're already on day 5. With this practice, we'll be focusing on your balance. So let's dive into it. Stand on up and bring your feet hip distance apart. Turn the toes forward, rock the weight back into your heels and into the balls of your feet so you really find your center when we start to balance. Relax your arms down so they're heavy and you start to feel the space between the ears and the shoulders. Draw in from the navel and keep a soft bend of the knees. Let's take a breath in and an exhale. Inhale, float your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, pull the hands down into the heart and then start to engage the arms. So press the palms together, engage through the chest and keep the core active. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Arms come right back up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees and dive it on forward. Lengthen out the spine halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy. Keep the hips stacking over the ankles, the knees soft. Let's shake out our head, yes. Kind of let the neck be loose. All right, good. Release the arms, bend the knees, and then step your left foot to the back of the mat and your right leg forward. So wherever you are in your space, just make your way into a lunge. Walk your hands around the foot, knee on top of ankle, power through the left ball of the foot. Now zip in from your belly button. Let's tap the left knee down to the floor. Keeping the heart open, pick your left knee right back up. Same thing, tap it down, hearts forward, light on the hands, pick it back up. Last time, tap it down. And then pick it all the way up. Shoulders down and back, heart stays forward. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Root down into the legs. We worked on this earlier in the challenge. Reach your arms up toward the sky. High lunge. Hips are forward, knees are soft, chest is on top of the hips. Breathing in here. Breathing out. One more in and one more out. Hands come down onto the floor. Spread the palms. Try to ground the whole hand to step up and back to downward facing dog. Both feet meet. Hands stay wide. And always be soft in down dog. Taking a breath in. Taking an exhale. One more in and one more out. Drop your knees to the floor. Untuck your toes. Shift forward. Elbows tight to come down onto your belly. Make a pillow with your hands, elbows wide. Glue the feet. Inhale, lift the upper body off the floor. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower chest. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, lower. Hands by your sides like a push-up. Elbows tight. Lift up to tabletop. Hands and knees all fours. Press down into the palms, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Use your next inhale to float the right leg to the sky. Try to keep the leg long, dial your toes to face down. Now press into the fingertips, keep your head heavy. Take an inhale and take an exhale. Knee to the nose, so the right knee is gonna come on forward and then step your right foot right back in between your hands. Feet on your opposite railroad tracks, shoulders down and back like we started, and then reach your arms up toward the sky. High lunge, we're back. Try to find that center here. Shoulders on top of hips, tailbone under, navel strong. Breath in, exhale. So stay with me. Left arm is gonna come out in front of your left shoulder, right hand to the hip. Now start to twist over that front leg, so you're changing up your perspective a bit. Reaching forward, but pulling the right shoulder back. One more inhale, one more exhale. Arms come up toward the sky, scoop from your belly, step to chair pose. It's a big giant step, you've got this. Toes forward, hips back, belly still strong, chest is still open. One more inhale and one more exhale. Stand up, bring your hands back into your heart. Press the palms, squeeze in from your core. Take a breath in, take an exhale. Arms up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, soft knees, let's forward. Inhale, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, hands come down, step your right foot back to a lunge. Feet on your railroad tracks, you might lift up to the fingertips, heart stays forward. Tap the right knee down. Knee stays stacked on top of ankle. Pick the right knee up. Belly stays active. Again, tap it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, we're staying up. Root down into the floor to reach the arms up over your head. Try to adjust the hips underneath you. Plug your shoulders down. Lift up out of the low back. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Hands down to the mat. Try to ground the whole palm if you can. Then step back to down dog. Hips stay lifted. Feet hip distance, toes forward. Your heels are right behind your toes. Knees soft, head heavy. Draw the ribs together and take an inhale. And take an exhale. Drop the knees. Shift your weight forward. Lower down to the belly and relax your toes. Hips can soften. Make a pillow. Switch hands so it feels a little different this round. Head can soften. Glue the feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, chest down. Again, inhale, lift chest. Exhale, chest. Try to take those elbows with you. Belly draws in. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your chest. Hands by your sides like a push-up. Elbows in. Press back to tabletop. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Left leg will reach up to the sky. Inhale. Dial the toes down. Line up the hips and evenly press into your palms. On the exhale, left knee into your nose, so you shift forward and step your foot way out in front of you. You can always help your foot there if needed. Press down to reach right back up for high lunge. Drawing in from the front and grounding into the legs. So it's the right arm that comes forward out in front of your shoulder. Left hand to the hip. Lift the heart, now twist over that front leg, keeping the balance and pressing into your left big toe. One more inhale, one more exhale. Arms up to the sky. Soften through the back knee to step to chair pose. Right foot joins left foot. Hips sit down, heart stays tall. One more breath and one more exhale. Inhale, rise, stand up, bring your hands to the prayer. Okay, rooting down into the right foot, you're gonna pick the left heel up off the floor. Draw the knee into your chest for one-legged mountain pose. If you can, reach your arms up overhead, but try to keep the weight forward. Bend the right knee, step back to that lunge position we've worked on. Tailbone under, knee soft, chest open. Take an inhale, take an exhale. One more in. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Lift your back leg, that left leg, off of the mat. Supported warrior three. If you can walk your hands underneath your shoulders, you can come to the fingertips. The right knee can stay soft. Chest can stay open. You're flexing your left toes down. Take one more breath. One more exhale. Step the left foot back. Arms come up. High lunge. Exhale the hands right away to the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Hips lift up and back. Lift up to your tippy toes. Drop your knees down. Shift your shoulders forward. Lower down to the belly. Arms by your sides. Relax your toes. Lift everything up. Take your balance here. One inhale. One exhale. Hands down, chest down. Tuck toes. Downward facing dog from the ground up. Hips up toward the sky. Let's come up onto your tippy toes, gaze at your hands, and make your way back to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Hands to prayer, exhale. Left foot stays grounded, right knee comes up and towards your chest. Flex your right foot, lift up tall, maybe the arms come up over the head. Right knee is going to start to extend back as you soften down into the left leg. Hips readjust, shoulders stay grounded. One breath in, one exhale. Hands come down to the floor, a bit out in front of you to pick the right leg up off the floor. Dial the hips, chest is still forward, left knee can always be soft. Hold for a breath and exhale. Left knee rebends, step the foot back and the arms come up right away, high lunge. Yes, exhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog, press and lift up. Roll forward to plank this round. Lower down to the belly, use the knees if needed. Untuck toes, we're coming up cobra, medium, or baby. It doesn't have to be this high. Exhale, lower. Arms back, legs up, chest up. Shalabhasana. Exhale, lower. Hands down, baby, medium-sized cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one, chest, arms, fly, reach. Exhale, lower. Hands by your sides, child's pose. Shift the hips up and back. Gaze forward, downward facing dog. Hips come up to the sky. Lift up onto your tippy toes. Gaze forward, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Hands to prayer, exhale. Okay, so we're starting to get warm here. Root down into your left foot. Bring the right heel up off the floor. And then just kind of start to open the knee and then close the knee. If you want to take the hands to your hips, you can. Try not to let the hips and the upper body go with you. It's just kind of opening up inner thigh and then close. Okay, tree pose. So ankle, calf, knee opens. Or go above the knee, draw in from your center. We're doing the same thing, hips stay forward, knees come forward, and the knee goes wide. Same thing, draw in, and then open. Last one in, and last one out. Close the knee and step it back down. Let's switch, left heel comes up. Without moving, we just kind of open and then close, almost like a door, half open, close, one more, open, and close, and then tree pose. Knee can soften out to the side, chest stays tall. Let's take our same thing, closing in and bring it out. Again, in and out. Try to keep pressing into your supporting foot, but lifting from the crown of your head. Last time. Knee comes in and then step it down. All right, great work. Reach your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to a plank position. So shoulders on top of the wrists, power through the legs, heart comes forward with the gaze. Breathe it in, breathe it out. One more in, and one more out. Child's pose, drop knees, untuck toes, send your hips and your heels to meet. Gaze forward, let's walk our way through, have a seat. To close out our practice today, the legs are going to open out to the sides into a straddle. Hips ground down, feet flex, heart stays lifted. Walk your hands back, keeping the spine super tall, or walk your hands forward. Either way is fine. We've got 3 breaths to close out. Kind of soften into it, and then slow it down. And coming back to your body here. Let's take one more breath in and one more exhale. And let's walk back in. Help the legs to close, bend the knees. Hands come back behind you. Just sway out the hips side to side. Little windshield wiper. Massaging out. Then sit up nice and tall. Arms up, breath in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Thanking yourself for committing to this practice, for showing up. Day 5 complete. Thank you for being here, and feel free to leave some comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear from you, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already.